Welcome to College of Health. Thanks for being here today. I think it's the 17th of July. I have 3 days of Akashic weather reports. To be honest with you, I would rather be out in my garden than doing this video, but definitely have gotten the message from Spirit, write it down, put it out there. So here goes. I'll try not to give too much of my own commentary. I see rain and lifting clouds. The clouds will lift soon. The sun will come out and shine brightly for all to see. Count on it. 1, 2, 3, a box opening like Pandora's box. And then Catch Me If You Can. I didn't see the movie. I know my dad saw it. I think Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. Heberith. Stories from long ago will come up and pass. Watch. Engagement not necessary. I looked up the meaning of Heberith. I've never heard the word before. It's an illustrious warrior. Stories from long ago will come up and pass. Watch. Engagement not necessary. Just write it down. Buildings will crumble. Take the path of least resistance. Downward from here, no struggles. Allow in high-filled moments or late-filled moments. Laugh. I see I see I'm laughing. I see an owl hooting in the dark. Dark forces are upon you. Allow in only love. Reconcile the truth as they come in, one by one, two by two, three by three, for all to see. There won't be any where to look that you cannot see. The forces of nature. There will be some missing people. There are, well, missing people. It sounded like they would be taken. There's another section I don't even want to read, and I'm not going to. I'm going to skip the next section. I did see ET ships, share it all, they say. I got a sense that there could be people who were harvested right on site. Then the blue zone came through, which was positive. And that was it for things that weren't personal. So when I got that message, I felt like I was going to be attacked somehow. And I tried not to get into a place of fear. And I'm trying not to get into too much commentary here because I wonder if I created my own reality with all that. But anyway, that day I mowed the lawn and I was attacked by yellow jackets. I got like in my head with fear, and I ran over this nest of yellow jackets and they just attacked my foot and my leg swelled up, and I really felt like I was just handing it over to spirit, like fix this situation, as I took elderberry and honey on the wound and yada yada. And the next day it was better. Pretty much the swelling was gone, and today it looks 80% better. So it did resolve itself from 2 days ago. Saw Trump. Something's going to happen to Trump. I got a sense. Let bygones be bygones. And then another personal message. Then I was told that I am right about the Texas situation, and I was really able to kind of figure out what was going on, what had gone on in that situation. Because I'm not sure, I'm not going to put it out because it would be commentary versus what I'm getting in the records, but they said that the quote theory that I have is correct. There are lots of players with their hands that are greedy in the pot, slimy. I got a name of a person involved who's very slimy. I did mention his name in previous videos, so I'll let you decide who that person might be. There could be some child trafficking a part of that. I'm not sure. Sick to my stomach. Watch for the man in black. That I thought it was like the Man in Black was like the movie, but I didn't see the Men in Black. So I did look that up. It had to do with like ETs, and I don't know. You probably saw the movie. You can look it up and figure it out. I am precariously sitting at this point with Jesus, who's smiling. We're on a ledge. We were watching the fighting below. And I'm starting a new project, and I was told you'll build it one brick at a time. So that was really heartening. Armed guards. It's hard to think of that Denver situation without feeling sick to my stomach. Feel like people are moving around there. Saw these non-humans underground at the Denver International Airport. ETs are working above ground in the airport. We just don't realize they're extraterrestrials. Let's see. God saying, soar above the clouds, don't worry or be disturbed. I see things running amok. I'm on cloud nine. Know your alphabets. So that's come through a few times. Know your alphabet. So I don't know what that cryptically means. Okay, so then armed and dangerous, and I asked for protection. You are eternally protected, I was told. So again, I felt like I could be attacked. And God said, you're eternally protected. Don't worry about it. I asked for protection. I felt like my dog is protective of me in some ways. He's a big pit bull. And then I heard dogs barking outside. And then I got a sense that this was like a past life thing that I needed to not be in fear. And interestingly enough, I was told, follow the flow of your heart. You will get there, dear heart. I'm handed a flower. So today I got an email from my bank, what looked to be my bank. It's always hard to tell with these emails, saying that there was unauthorized charges on my account and to click a button. And I clicked the button and it said, your account's been locked. So I called the bank after doing my own practice and getting myself centered. I called the bank and they said, yes, indeed, my account was corrupted, but I was okay. Like nothing was taken from my account. They figured it out. So interestingly, with the yellow jackets and then my bank account, but all is well. I see spaceships, ETs coming in, um, breed of malcontent. I see the earth expanding out, almost like being pulled out, and it didn't seem negative. And then there was like a bowl underneath the earth. Underneath, it was like pulling, and then it bowled under. It was being pushed to the edges. Jesus handed me a scroll, write it down, say it later. Not much more is required of you at this time. I saw like these ETs writing, and then I saw like a miniature monkey, Palm Island, New Orleans. Palm Island, New Orleans. I'm gonna see if Palm Island, New Orleans, what Palm Island, New Orleans might be. Who knows? It always comes to pass later. I can figure things out, but right now I have no idea. Let me just take a pause and see if I can figure that out. I don't see any Palm Island, New Orleans. All I can think of is New Orleans was hit by a hurricane, Katrina, and maybe Palm Island somewhere. And I don't know, the Caribbeans are often called Palm Island. There's other Palm Islands. So I'll probably know someday what that means, but not right now. So Palm Island, New Orleans, Palm Island, and then New Orleans came through. Red carpet. I hold a lantern and I'm walking down a dark corridor. And I don't know if the red carpet had to do with like the Oscars, I don't know. The forgotten ones. So I was walking down this corridor and then I got a sense the forgotten ones are those who have been mined basically by the cabal. Illuminate the forgotten ones. They're telling me to illuminate the forgotten ones. They will not be forgotten. Darkness of despair. There will be hope found in the strangest places. Jesus Christ, superstar. And then I got a sense that Jesus was part of like the star seeds. Like he was like, his own alien, let's say. Who is Jesus, right? Like he's the keeper of the earth, in my opinion. But where did he come from? I hear a baby crying, birth defects. The house of darkness will have light switched on. I go to the council, which was really interesting. I go to the Council of Light. There was like a purple hue, but instead of sitting with the council this time, I was floating in the ethers. And then after that, I went to two spaceships and I blew them up. I had like a remote control and I blew them up. And I almost wonder if I received some kind of transmission to go and to do this. It felt really good, but violent. But it felt like really like I was supposed to do it and I did it. Just sit and write. Nothing more is expected of you. Bird's eye view of things. I go to another council meeting and I feel like they're positive beings, but I'm very anxious at this meeting, very, very anxious. Um, and then I felt like this Hitler character was coming through. His time has come. Watch but do not engage. Those who are experiencing sorrow from past will witness with newfound eyes. Question the accuracy. So I was like, what is all this about? And Jesus nodding yes. Then a sense of countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1, and an explosion. And then the word exploited came through. Effort necessary for what is next. And I just want to go back to the Hitler situation and say that many people who do this kind of work that I do see how Hitler represented the cabal. Like he represented those with a lot of I want to say magical, but not like dark magic powers, that they use sacred symbols like the swastika to turn its meaning around. So I don't know if that's what that means or something else. I see polluted soil and a hole in the ground, rift in time, martial law. Marshall, I don't know if law came with Marshall, but Marshall, Pearl Harbor question mark. Something needs to be done about the DIA situation. Time is ticking. Behemoth job. Song of France. What's the Song of France about? It looks like it's a war song from 1792 where the citizens were told to um, cry out against tyranny. That's the gist of what I got. I asked them for a song and they said Villain's War Cry. So I asked for a song, they said Song of France and then Villain's War Cry. Anything else is putrid, Pluto, atomic energy. So many ETs are here. Good or bad, I ask. They say, who's to say? God, what do you want me to do? And she said, just write it down. And sorry for your losses. What are my losses? Armageddon. It's important for each of us to start our own ascension process in the clouds. Pivotal time, past the place of no return. All who go back will be lost. Carry on, my friend, carry on. So it was a tough message today. I was so reluctant to go into the Akashic records, but I did. I put this video out there. It's gonna be out there on YouTube. And after I went into the records, I just laid down and I was just exhausted. And I felt like I had traveled super far and yeah, not necessarily enjoying it today. So that's the Akashic Records from July 15th, 16th, and 17th. the best way to navigate times ahead is to be tethered to source energy and to your own divine truth, and not to be caught in fear, even though, fear definitely comes up for us. We can't let it win out. We need to let love win. So I'll close with that. Have a good day.